Hello and welcome to Audiotree, the place to discover your next favorite band. My name is Jason. Today is Tuesday, December 9th, 2025, and we're coming at you from Chicago. Today we have a band that truly mixes the old with the new, combining elements of nu metal, hip-hop, and modern metal for a sound that pays homage to the greats while paving an exciting path forward for metalcore, all the way from Denver, Colorado, Fox Lake. Take it away, guys.
I want you to plant your feet. I wanted you to stand still, but you want to walk. I tell you what, I'm a nice guy. I'm going to let you walk. You pick the tune, and I'll pick the dance. And when I got his mind, when I changed his want to, I didn't have to fight with the fire.
Buckle up! Put your money where your mouth is. Get your weight up. This is 1 versus 1,000. Buckle up. Put your money where your mouth is. Come on, talking. Don't realize you about it. Are you ready to die? Are you ready to die? Are you ready to die?
People seem such a chore having to think all the time. I thought it best not to think about anything. Or so I told myself.
Look at right now, all hell. The mediocre and complacent. No rest, all down. God salvage, this is a basic. Let it burn. Mounds of ash laid waste on the pavement. A strike of the match. Last sight of hatred. Buckle up. Put your money where your mouth is. Get your weight up. This 1 versus 1,000. Buckle up. Put your money where your mouth is. No more talking. You realize you about it. Are you ready to die? Are you ready to die? Are you ready to die? Baptized by flame and the burning sting, I've found my place in the new world.
guys, this has always been something strange for us here at Audiotree. Over 88% of you who watch our videos are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. So could we please ask you a favor? If you like the show and you like discovering new music and you want to support us, the free and simple way to do that is to just hit the subscribe button. And our commitment to you is that if you do that, our team will continue to get the best bands we can. We'll listen to your feedback. We'll book the bands you want to see on the show, and we'll continue spreading the word of live music to the world. Thank you so much. Fox Lake, we got a lot to talk about right now, especially after those two songs. We're starting with drums. First, I have never seen a Zill bell on its own stand. Mad respect. That is so fucking cool, dude. Also, your cymbals look like they've been put through a washing machine and a dryer. What's up with that?
I have a Zill bell on its own stand because I ran out of clamps.
Cool.
And we're in the middle of the tour.
Dude, you could even just say you thought it was sick, and I would be like, I think it's sick too.
You thought it was sick. Yeah.
I have to play really thick cymbals, otherwise I will bend them. And no music shops on this tour had anything thicker than this guy here, so they're pretty bent.
I hear you. Well, you're going crazy on that stuff, man.
He's kind
so
of
it
an
makes
animal.
sense. That is so cool. So you guys are currently on a run with Grey Haven and Commoner right now. What is it like to be the heaviest band on the tour?
It's amazing. It's super, super fun, especially like on just a mixed bill, to be able to see the crowd kind of like warming up for Commoner. They get everybody interested. They have a couple of heavier songs with some like stage dives, and they get people moving, and then we get to jump up and just like bring the energy through the roof. And then by the time Grey Haven hits, everyone's just so ready to sing along for those guys and like jump off the stage and just go nuts. So it's our favorite thing.
That's awesome. I also think it's cool that you guys bring such a different sound to that tour. But I guess if you put, like, you know, if you zoomed out on the whole package, it's all metalcore. You know what I mean? You could consider that. But I think that that's so cool that it's so expansive. What is it like for a band like Fox Lake, for example, to be on these more diverse bills? What is it like for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool because metalcore, right, can be like anything these days, right? Like, so I think it's super cool. I think when we first kind of started touring and we were the opposite end of the spectrum where we were the lightest band on some of these more hardcore or kind of nearing toward like deathcore tours. And so I think recently, like that's what we were used to, and now it's kind of flipped of like, oh, we're the heavier band. And I think it's just a lot of fun to kind of see kids who maybe don't normally mosh or stage dive or whatever, like kind of let loose. And it's cool to be like maybe like some type of like entryway band into like some heavier hardcore or whatever.
I gotcha. Well, I gotta say, guys, the reason I'm aware of the band, just in general, is because a few months ago on Instagram, I'm just scrolling on Reels. I'd flip up on one, and then I'd hear the line, "You can't bury what was born in the fucking dirt." And then it turned into this thing where, like, every day I'd go on Instagram, and I would hear it at some point. And then I was just like, I know this line so well. Like, who is this band? I checked it out, and then I was like, this makes so much sense. You know what I mean? It's great. And I love that, like, you could have that lyric, and it's like, there's the moneymaker right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, that's the thing that's going to bring people in. And I love that about this kind of music, too, is like, you come up with a catchy line, it's right there. So I want to go back in time, though. I want to know a little bit about the origins of Fox Lake, specifically the name, because we have a suburb, Fox Lake, Illinois, right up in Lake County, 45 minutes from here. What's up with that?
The origins of the name is basically we were all coming from different bands in Denver, and we knew that we wanted to start a new project and didn't really know what it was going to sound like or what it was going to feel like, but we wanted to make sure it was something that wasn't immediately going to like deter people or pigeonhole the band, and so we wanted it to be somewhat vague in terms of like, you know, not calling it like car accident, death, everyone's dead and there's blood everywhere. Like, just trying to be, you know, pretty specific about that. And so we had gone through like months of just shooting stuff into the group text and being like, how about this? And it was like, nah, not quite. We even played a show without a band name. Like, we had, I think, like 4 songs and a cover, and played it without, it just said, there was like, and a local, like TB8.
That's
or
awesome.
something like that. But yeah, and then we found Fox Lake and I'll let Nathan tell the story of that on that trip.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of like Brandon said. There's, it's kind of purposely vague. It also kind of means nothing. It kind of means some stuff. Like, there is a story about Fox Lake, Illinois, that has to do with like, police corruption and stuff. And we thought that was fitting in some ways. And then you would be blown away with how many Fox Lake places there are across the U.S. Though. Illinois is like the main one we get, when we come to Chicago or something. But like, I think it's like there's one in like Idaho. It's like,
sure.
And they were like, we go there and they're like, have you been to like that small lake? And I'm like, no, man.
I feel like there's a formula to naming suburbs and lakes where it's like, let's get an animal name or a plant name or a tree variety, and then a valley, a town, a park, whatever, a lake.
Well, we were going to start a suburb, but instead we started a band. So we just kept the name.
What made you not want to start a suburb?
We couldn't get the loan. We have terrible credit.
I figure that. So you guys are from Denver. I know when I think about Denver metal, I'm thinking grind, I'm thinking black metal, I'm thinking a lot of stuff that doesn't sound like Fox Lake. When I listen to you guys, I hear a lot of new metal, I hear some Limp Bizkit, I hear a lot of that, I even hear hip-hop influence, especially in the lyrics and your vocal delivery. And I think that kind of band is truly a unique thing to Denver. What made you guys kind of want to hone in on this sound?
Yeah, we the other bands that we played in before have been very like primarily metalcore and hardcore, and I think when we kind of came together and like started writing music, we knew we wanted to do something different, but paying homage to stuff that that we like hardcore and like hip hop, and I think Nathan said earlier, but like it was tough starting out because we would be billed on these extremely hardcore bills, and just like did not really fit the vibe. People kind of didn't really, I guess, get it at first. And
sorry to interject, but neither did we. That was part of the problem. Was that like in the first couple releases and writing and recording, it was so experimental. It was so, like not necessarily in terms of sound, but experimental for us in terms of writing and structure and stuff. So
exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. So once we kind of figured out what Fox Lake was, then we kind of leaned into it, and then I think people in Denver really started to like it and fuck with it. So
that being said, let's hear a couple other songs.
I'm not here to play games with you. I am the cold hard truth. Give you 10 to the chest and to show you the proof. I'm defeated in the way that I could break you, make you float the way I'm holding it down. Call me Shabari Rope. Make your guts all, give me what I came for. Since everything you couldn't be inside a waveform. Knock, knock, get your door. Now you know you're not safe. Been too far, now you break. Look at me, I'm right in front of you. You're scared, I can see it in your eyes. You feel the force cause I make you. The only thing from your mouth should be thank you. Look at me, I'm right in front of you. You're scared, I can see it in your eyes. You know the rules, you roll the dice. No second chance, you pay the price. It's time to pay up. Look at me. Look at me. Does it make you sick? You did this to yourself. You built this brick by brick. Does it make you sick? You did this to yourself. You built this brick by brick. The truth don't stick. Ripping lip from them, and I'm falling slowly. Look at me, I'm right in front of you. You're scared, I can see it in your eyes. You feel the force cause I make you. The only thing from your mouth should be thank you. Look at me, I'm right in front of you. You're scared, I can see it in your eyes. You knew the rules when you rolled the dice. No second chance, you'll pay the price.
Not all music stars, as you know, are model citizens. But now a few musicians have taken that to new heights. You may have never heard of some of these stars, but your kids have.
You know the rules. This is a cold hard truth. You roll the This is a cold or true. No second chance. This is a cold or true. You pay the price. This is a cold or true. I'm not here to play games with you. I am the cold or true. Give you dead to the chest just to show you the proof. More defeated in the way that I could break you, make you float. This is the cold or true.
They're heroes to a whole new generation.
If we can understand the dimensions.
Take me! Break me!
We can understand the dimensions.
Take me to another place that I never knew, so I could be with you and you could break me down, body and soul. Rip the pain away so I don't hurt anymore, and you could take me higher now. Take me higher. There were parts of me that were built by you, so in your absence I don't know what to do. And I can rearrange, but I can't reshape. I'm still calling your number up, just in case. Take me to another place that I never knew, so I could be with you and you could break me down, body and soul. Rip the pain away so I don't hurt anymore, and you could take me to another place that I never knew, so I could be with you and you could break me down, body and soul. Rip the pain away so I don't hurt anymore, and you could take me higher now. I remember when you said you would always be with me. Even when you were gone, you would never leave. I can't feel you. Take me higher.
If we can understand the dimensions in which we map our relationship to people, animals, and things, then we can understand why it is that when those things are not accessible to us, why it hurts so much.
All right, guys. I want to go around the room and ask everybody this question. If you guys could be on a tour with any new metal band and any hip hop artist, who would it be?
Damn.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like living or dead.
Either or, your favorites.
I'm gonna go P.O.D. and Biggie.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Rage Against the Machine, which, kind of blurs the line on nu metal, but I think it counts. And Run the Jewels.
Limp Bizkit, just because they're the goats. Denzel Curry.
Oh, all right.
Korn for new metal for sure. Rapper, maybe Ice Cube would be crazy. Biggie's a good one. Yeah, probably
Ice
one of
Cube
those.
would be crazy because he's a movie star now at this
Right.
point. I saw
Yeah.
The War of the Worlds on Prime, and I didn't really like
Oh
it.
no, I heard it was like the worst movie ever made.
That's actually why we want to go on tour with him. His music is fine, but his acting career is far
Inspiring.
more
Right.
inspirational.
Yeah. Are we there yet? Wasn't that him too?
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah. Classic.
So you guys do a really good job of blending everything together. Like with the aesthetic, even with the music itself, like two-step parts with record scratches over it. That's so cool. And that makes so much sense, hearing from where you guys come from. How did you guys dial in these elements into your music?
Yeah, I think like Brandon was saying, I think really what it was, it just took a while. Like it took a while
of trial and error
of writing and practicing, and like I think especially releasing music and being able to write and then have something recorded and then be able to listen back like a year later, as we're touring and doing more stuff and kind of saying, we thought at the time that was it, but it's not, and I think we're all so excited about this new record, New World Heat, that we just put out because it felt like we really like hit the stride. I think even the last like 3 songs we wrote for that record, just like kind of like just like flow state kind of just came out. And even now, like we were talking in the van, we're like so excited to record again because we feel like after all this kind of like trying to dial this in and like, you know, like is it, you know, is parts like too deathcore? Are you really trying to do too much like trap kind of rapping in there? And, you know, there's so many different things that could go wrong. But I feel like right now I don't know, I feel like we're in a sweet spot with the new stuff.
Absolutely. And it just sounds like you guys know what you're going for. You know the genres well. You know the elements of what you're including. I mean, I was even watching the animated music video for Freestyle the other day, and immediately it reminded me of a little bit of a Gorillaz vibe, a little bit of even like that, the artwork style on Linkin Park's Reanimation, like that.
100%.
Yeah. And so it's like, okay, after seeing that and hearing the music, I'm like, these guys know what's up. You gotta, you know, because like you're honing in on this specific style that, to me, it brings a lot of nostalgia. But I bet for a lot of people, it's new to them, which has to be super cool and exciting. So I do want to talk about this record, New World Heat. Came out this August, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How have you guys noticed that it's changed your band, and what was the mission statement behind this record?
The mission statement was urgency. Like that was the thing. We just were like, whatever we do, we wanted it to feel urgent. We wanted it to feel like, whether it was fast or whether it was heavy, it just needed to feel like in your face and like something like has to grab your attention in a way that like a lot of like Rage Against the Machine does. Like there's something about like the delivery that just feels like I need to listen to, like there's something important happening kind of. So that was the mission statement.
I mean, we had the name of the record before we had much of anything else. Like we had kind of almost like a mood board, like all these just words. And so there was stuff like Excessive Damage and Pure Adrenaline and New World Heat, and we had some other just stuff that was similar that we were just kind of like, these are emotions and these are vibes that we want to bring to this record, whether it's sonically, whether it's visually, like all that stuff. So we came into the writing process and filtered through, I think, like 30-something demos to find what, like, we joke about it being like up to temp. Like it was like, is this riff up to temp? Like, is it, if it's not like hot, if it's not palpable and energetic.
If it's not that New World Heat. You know
literally,
what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah, we were like, it needs to be that. And if it's not, then it gets cut. And there's a lot of stuff that was on the cutting room floor that I was feeling really protective of. And then after a while it was like, no, you're right. Like we need to get rid of the stuff that's not going to hit. So that was it was a really like intentional choice, and like we wrote all those things out before we even started anything.
First off, I love a mood board.
Mm-hmm.
Mood boards are great.
Oh, yeah.
I love them. I think it's such a great way to encourage creativity. But I love that you guys had the name before even making the music for the record. I think that that's so cool. I've interviewed myself a handful of bands on here where I'll hear stories about they get to the end of the process of making the record, and that's when they're able to find the title. So I guess it's different for everybody, but I could see that being really cool going into the studio with the title, with the mindset, and with the vibe ready, because I'm sure that kind of helps pull the ingredients together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we had stuff from like old skate videos that we were referencing. We had stuff from like old, skate magazines from the early 2000s and Toonami and like all kinds of stuff like that again was kind of helping to direct. Like one of the demos, the demo name for Freestyle was Most Violent PlayStation 1 Compilation, which was just a YouTube video that we had playing in the background the whole time we were writing the song. So it's just like, really bad graphics of like horrible death. And it was like, so we were like, we want it to feel, again, like that early 2000s, but like, edgy and violent and intense. And yeah, it was awesome.
That's awesome. So when I was doing my research, I read you guys recorded with Connor Haynes from Mugshot, right? What is it like working on a record with somebody that already has successful experience within the genre of metalcore?
Incredible. That dude is a genius, and it really helps that he's a fantastic drummer and a fantastic guitarist, and also we joke that he's the wizard because every time he sits down at a computer, he makes everything look really easy, and he's just kind of sitting in his little throne, and you just see him clicking and clacking away, and then he comes up with something unbelievable. So like having all of those things kind of in one person is really, really helpful for me, especially because I come in with, this handful of riffs. It's like, here's a bunch of stuff. We're going to kind of throw it at the wall, and he can help kind of like, he can be like, oh, I'm hearing the drums for this part. And then if I hand him the guitar, he's like, here's what we should do on the guitar. So he's like, so having somebody who's that talented at all of those instruments and also kind of understands all the genres that we're trying to blend and stuff like that, he really helped me pull back from a lot of the stuff. It started off sounding like just a hardcore record, and as much as we love that, it's not what we're trying to do with the band, and it's not where we're trying to take it. And so he was able to help kind of like steer it a little bit and be like, let's make this a chorus and a verse instead of just riff soup for 2 minutes. So yeah, it's huge.
He also helps. He's a great friend of ours. And he's also recorded. This is technically like our 4th release that we've put out, and he's recorded everything that we've ever done. So he also kind of has been in that journey of like finding what we should do and kind of what the sound is, and then what's just not it, Yeah. And he's not afraid to tell me specifically.
Absolutely. Well, you need that,
You do, and I want that. Like, I don't want,
Yeah, it's really interesting, Brandon, what you were talking about how being in that mindset where you're protective of the material because you wrote it and you're very close to it. I think it takes a lot for a musician to be able to step outside of that and say, hey, I can understand that while I do like these, they may not be the strongest ideas.
Thank you. I am very brave.
And you are. I commend you for that. So I think it's something really cool. And I love that you guys are able to lock in on that and make such a cool record.
Hell yeah.
That's great stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah. That being said, guys, let's hear the last couple songs.
Go! I'd like to welcome you to the land of the free, to the home of the brave. Where corporations by authority, we do what they say. Heroes and cowards and leaders and slaves. Crooked politicians and crooked police, burning the walls and then they screaming for peace. Using racist criminal justice system to gain free labor. When they break their laws, they just call it favors. That feels so wrong. That feels so wrong. That feels so wrong. Living in a time bomb. That feels so wrong. That feels so wrong. Living in a time bomb. Who's your savior? Who's your savior? Can't talk with a bullet in your teeth. You're not as safe as you think. Face pressed down into their concrete. You're not as safe as you think. If the screens ever died, we'd be more alert. Take the power back and some blood on her shirt. But now it's Claude's company's house is hurt. And the least of these can't even turn to the church and scream it. They're all precious in his sight. Red, yellow, black, but especially white. Twist everything, preach prosperity, gospel of your neighbor as yourself unless you're feeling hostile. You're not as safe as you think. 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 Does it feel right? Does it feel right to you? Does it feel right? Does it feel right to you? You're not as safe as you think. That feels so wrong. That feels so wrong. That feels so wrong. Who's your savior? Zip 'em up in a body bag. Yeah, you like that? You wanna run it back? I'll punch a hole in your face with the hook. I feel you staring at me, take a look. I'm an open book, tell me what you see. You think I give a fuck? Chuck it up to a bad read. They're all polished up, I'm serving it raw. You can feel the wind hits, uppercut to the jaw. Unfair to the rest, got the cheat code. Moving in with beat of the nest, I'm not your stereo. I know, I made you wait a while. I'm back, dishing it out, freestyle. Real raw with the soundtrack. Cut the check with the money, yeah. I know, I made you wait a while. I'm back, dishing it out, freestyle. Get fucked, stay mad. I sip a mop in a body bag. Yeah, you like that? You wanna run it back? I finally arrived, I'm ready to brawl. The way I'm blowing your mind, I paint your brains on the wall. You got something to say, keep your mouth shut. Talking your shit like I give a motherfuck. I know, I made you wait a while. I'm back, dishing it out, freestyle. Real raw with the soundtrack. Cut the check where the money at. Yeah, I know, I made you wait a while. I'm back, dishing it out, freestyle. Get fucked, stay mad. I sip a mop in a body bag. Tried to put me in the grave, but you never learned. You can't bury what was born in the fucking dirt. Hell yeah.
And we have reached the end of today's session. I would like to thank the camera crew and the audio crew here at Audiotree for making this possible today. I'd love to thank the guys in Fox Lake for the amazing performance. Y'all kicked some serious ass today. It was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lastly, I would like to thank our viewers. If you're watching this and you like what you see, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss anything else. Make sure you can also find this session on Spotify and Apple Music, anywhere streaming services are available to you. Once again, my name is Jason. Thank you guys so much for your time today, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
All right, so you guys want to do it for real now?